What is up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Today I got Ronnie in the chair and we're gonna go ahead and clean this guy up. I talked with his mom and we looked through some photos, some pictures, and we decided to cut the sides a lot shorter and leave a lot of that length and those beautiful curls on top. We're just gonna leave them there, and I'm gonna do my best to do something with them. I am starting off by picking out the hair, that way I can get all that length out there. Look at that now. He had a nice little fro on the top and the sides. I wanted to cut the sides short, but not too short right off the bat. So I believe this is the number 5 guard, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to a 5. I show mom, and then I go down to a 4, and then a 3 is what I end up sticking with. Right here I'm just wetting his hair so I can put it up in some clips. That way I can go ahead and cut near his upper crown area. That way I don't have to use a brush while I'm cutting up there. This yellow guard here, this is the number 3. This is the length that I end up keeping all the way around. The green guard before that was the number 4 guard. As I am cutting his hair on the sides, I am remembering to brush the hair off of the head, and also it just helps to lay the hair back into its natural position. This next step I'm doing was just out of personal preference. I started to do the back of the ears and around the neckline first. And during this part I have a very light grip around his head. This way he doesn't move, and if he does move it'll be very slightly, and it'll just be a less likely chance that I mess up on his hair. I am going to be tapering the sides and the back of this haircut. I started with the 1.5 guard, then I went into the 1 guard for the next guideline, but I'm not going up too high at all. I'm trying to keep this as low and just cleanly blend it out as possible. This orange guard is the number 2 guard, and I was using that to blend into the number 3 just so the blend was very even. This current guard on here is the half guard, and I am using that to blend out that number 1 guard that I had on there previously. And I am going to keep going back and forth towards the number 2 guard. You'll see me back with the number 3 guard and also that red 1.5 guard. With my Andy Slimline Pros, I am cleaning up around the C-cup area and around the neck just to kind of sharpen it up a little bit more. I did have to bring out my Andy's T outliners just because these are a little more sharper than those previous Andy Slimline Pros I had, and they just make the line look a little bit extra crispy. Now I'm switching over to his right side, and just like the previous side, I'm going to start off with that 1.5 guard with the lever all the way closed. I'm going to go ahead and start blending that out with the 1 guard. And with that number 2 guard attached, I'm going to go ahead and start blending right into the base of the hair, which remember was a number 3, which is this yellow that I'm using right here. Since I am trying to keep this tapered low, I'm not going up high at all with the 1.5 guard, just focusing on this bottom line that you probably can't see too well. Now I'm not complete with that right side. He was getting a little irritated, which is okay, so I decided to switch it up to the back side, starting with the number 1 guard. That little piece of hair that's right there, like in the middle of his head, I had the same issue when I was a kid, and I just had a skinny neck, so I had quite a big indentation. So with that part I did struggle a little to get it blended perfectly at first, but what I can recommend you do is to kind of stretch that skin outwards in that area towards the upper part and lower part of the back of his head, and that'll just help you guys kind of get that area blended out a little bit better. The brush that you guys see in my hand, I will attach the link down below. I like this brush a lot for little kids who may have sensitive skin, or you just don't want to really irritate their skin with those hard bristles. You can also use them on adults. I use them on myself when I cut my own hair, and they're really good. They get the hair out the way and they don't irritate the skin as fast. But getting back into this cut, I'm actually pretty happy with how the back was turning out, you guys. It did take me quite a long time to blend that out, but as you can see, it is looking a lot better than when we started this cut. With the current number 3 guard attached, you can see around his head there's still a lot of dark area, and to get that blended perfectly, I went ahead and just started going different angles, side to side, up and down, and it actually did a very good job. These Andy Slimline Pros, like I always say, are the perfect amount of sharp right out the box, especially for kids. So I'm just cleaning up this back area and around the neck a little more. As you guys can see what I was talking about in the beginning of this video, this boy has some beautiful curls. They're nice and deep curls. With scissor over comb technique, I'm going to go ahead and just scoop the hair with the comb and scoop it into my fingers, cut whatever sits over my fingers with the scissors, just to make sure I can get the hair nice and even all the way around. I'm not going to be cutting a lot, but I am going to be cleaning it up on the sides with my clipper guards here soon. I did end up wetting his hair just a little bit with the spray bottle just to get a determination how his hair would look when it's wet, and I just wanted to trim it down just a little bit more with the scissors just to make sure it was nice and cleaned up properly. With my Andy Slimline Pros, I went ahead and started cleaning up that front area just to get him nice and lined up. And like some kids his age, he doesn't have a lot of hair that grows right there in that front area. So I just went ahead with my guards and trimmed it down just a little bit with, I believe it was the one guard I used, just to make it even all the way in the front. With that Johnny B hair gel, I just went ahead and put a little bit in my fingertips just to kind of style it, and like I said previously, to kind of get a determination how his hair will look. And I love the way the curls look, so I decided to just clean it up a little bit with some clipper over comb action. We are here at the end of this cut, you guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the before and after. I will go ahead and attach before and after photos in this next slide. So let me know what you guys think. It is a pretty drastic change. Go ahead and comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.